Hey, welcome on in today to my alignment-based series. I'm Kenzie with Gypsy Yoga by Kenzie, and today we're going to be showing you a mountain pose, Tadasana, a very, very powerful pose that will be awesome to ground you into the earth, but also rise you and help you feel more open and energetic. So go ahead and get started, grab one block, and I'll meet you on the mat. Go ahead, get up and stand at the front of your mat or in the middle of your mat. We are going to go over the ways to get into mountain pose with the right alignment, so that way you can feel the most energetic power through your feet into the earth. So go ahead, placing your feet either together or about hip width distance apart, keeping your feet planted on the floor. Don't let your feet fall inwards on your inner arches, and don't let your feet fall outwards. You want to be balanced on all of the outside corners of your feet evenly. So pulling up like boot straps, okay? So imagine if you had a strap on each side of your feet. You just want to like pull up on each strap on both feet so it's balanced evenly. Lift your toes up off the floor and go ahead and spread them wide. And as you spread them, just place the pinky toe first and followed by each of your toes, finishing with your bigger toe. So your your toes are spread wide on the mat. You are balanced between all four corners, so your bigger toe mound. This is your bigger toe mound. You're balanced between your bigger toe mound, your little toe mound, and your heel, the outsides of your heel. You can also think of it as like three corners because your heel only has like one. So you're balanced, bigger toe mound, little toe mound, and your heel, pulling up through the inner and outer arches on both feet, barely putting any weight in your toes. So you can even keep them like sort of lifted. That's what I do. I keep them just slightly lifted throughout my mountain pose. So I'm not putting any weight in them really. Then we want to pull up through our shins, pulling up through our kneecaps, through our thighs, coming up into the pelvic area. You kind of want to have a softness here in your hip crease. You don't want it to be like tight. So meaning you don't want to really tug up through your tailbone. Just like kind of spread it out, let it relax, and let your hip flexors right here just relax. Pulling up through your pelvic bone and your stomach area. So when you pull up, you want to pull in and up. These are your bandhas. So pulling in, like sucking in your stomach, and pulling up. Allowing your ribs, they will kind of want to flare out, so pull those outer ribs in. Coming up to your chest, you want to lift your chest. Then you come up to your shoulders. Your shoulders want to go in your ears. Just roll them back and relax them, keeping your hands at your side, palms facing up. Don't lose your legs though. So remember, keeping tight in the legs here. I want to show you something with the block. So go ahead and grab your block or a book. Get back on your mat. Find your balance again through the four corners of your feet, pulling up your inner arches, your shins, your knees, your thighs. One way to really help you guys understand with the pelvic and the tailbone, take your block or your book, put it in between your thighs. It will spread your feet out wider, balancing your feet, pulling up to your shins, your knees. When you get to your thighs, you're gonna feel this pressure with the block. So what I want you to do is kind of squeeze the block, having that inward spiral of your thighs, it's going to want to send the block backwards. So you're inward spiraling, and it's sending the block backwards, so as you squeeze your thighs, sending that block backwards, your tailbone wants to kind of lift. What I want you to do is just slightly tuck it in. This is the correct posture for your legs in mountain pose. When we get to the hips, I want you to act as if you're sending all of your energy from your hips down. So you're grounding into the ground. From your hips up, I want you to rise up into the sky, lifting your chest into the air. So from hips to your feet, you're grounding. From your hips up, you're rising. Root to rise. Okay, so don't forget your shoulders, just relax them back in mountain pose. This pose is very, very energetic, and you can feel so much energy in this pose. Squeezing your legs, balancing, grounding into the ground, rising into the sky. It's a really powerful pose. So go ahead and practice this pose with or without the block. Remembering that inward spiral of the thighs, tucking of the tailbone just a little bit, pulling in and up through your bandhas, shoulders are relaxed. Also kind of tilt your chin inward to your chest, so it really elongates the spine here. Notice the way you feel in this pose. Very powerful. All right, guys, so go ahead and practice that on your own. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to go check out my alignment series and my YouTube travel channel with my husband. Also, there is a Facebook page and group that I started, so if you want more information about that, please let me know. Keep updated on my Facebook page about when I have live Zoom classes and free stuff and free classes as well, other than YouTube. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you next time.